guess that was about what I expected from Himuro. If I had to try to describe her, she was like a ghost. She possessed a certain indefinite nature, like she wasn't concerned with the events of the world around her. At the same time, she would occasionally act up, as seen earlier. The way she kind of kept her distance was similar to my own position on things, so I did get along with her better than I did Cosme. That's why the two of us had managed to become friends.
さっきのはちょっと綾瀬さんの真似してみたの。君、めんどくさそうな顔しながらまんざらでもなさそうだし、そういうのが好きなのかなって一度試してみたかったから。
What you witnessed just now is me trying to imitate Ayase. You always look just a little pleased underneath the annoyance when she does it. So I give it a shot, figuring you might be into that sort of thing.
でも、似合わないならやめようかな。そんなに私、変だった？
Maybe if it seems too unnatural for me. But if it seems too unnatural for me, maybe I should stop. Did you think it was weird?
そりゃあね、だいぶ。
Yes, very. How were you supposed to react when the person lecturing you seemed like they were talking to thin air?
で、本当のところは何のようです？まさか霞のモノマネしたかっただけでもないでしょう。いや、下手したらあり得るけど。
So what did you really call me here for? It wasn't just so you could imitate Cosme, was it? Wait, that's actually not as implausible as I think.
うん。まあ用ってほどじゃないんだけど、聞きたいことが一つだけ。
Well, it's not particularly important, but I do have a question. She cast me a sideward glance, her tone as flat as ever.
君とユサ君、どっちが勝ったの？
Who won, you or Yusa?
結構話題になってるのよね。月学最強決定戦。
It's become a big topic around school. Tsukino High's strongest title match, as they call it.
今のところ、6-4でユサ君有利。でも復学してきたのは君だけだから、そのあたり揺れてるね。
Right
どうな
now,
の実際。
right now it's 6-4 in Yusa's favor. But you're the only one who came back to school, so that number's shifting. Who was the actual winner anyway? I didn't take Himuro for the type to get in on fads like this. Who won, me or Shiro? Well, if you took that to mean who was stronger then...
俺ですよ。
Me.
本当に？
Really?
嘘ついてるとでも？
You think I would lie about this?
さあ。ただ、ユサ君に聞いても同じことを言いそうだから。
Don't know. It's just that I think Yusa would say the same thing if I asked him. Yeah, he might have. No, scratch that. He definitely would have.
怖い顔。やだね。これだから男の子は。
That's quite the scary look you've got on your face. This is what I don't get about you men.
勝ったの負けたの。そういうのがそんなに大事？肩こらないかな。プレッシャーだよ。
Is it really that important who won and who lost? Doesn't that pressure get overwhelming or anything?
聞いてきたのは先輩でしょうに。
Weren't you the one who asked?
そうだけど。うん。そうだった。ごめんなさい。
Yes, but... No, you're right. I'm sorry.
じゃあ、質問を変えようか。どうしてユサ君と喧嘩したの？
Okay, let's try a different question. Why did you and Yusa fight?
答えたくない。
You don't want to answer that?
そうですね。
Guess not. It wasn't something I was willing to discuss with others. Himuro was the only one... Himuro was the one who found Shiro and me passed out up here and called an ambulance for us. So in that sense, I was indebted to her. But that didn't really apply to this. Himuro sighed.
まあ、三角関係のもつれとか、そういうお手軽いネタじゃないのは察するけどね。君とユサ君、そんなジャンルのキャラじゃないし。綾瀬さんモテそうに見えないし。
Well, I can tell it wasn't something as simple as you two getting caught up in a love triangle. You and Yusa just aren't the right characters for that genre. And Ayase doesn't seem like the popular type. She didn't exactly mince words with that one. I figured it would be best not to try to argue, though. Shiro and I weren't the type to get into fights for wholesome reasons like that. And indeed, Cosme wasn't popular. At least, not with us.
そんな君たちが、なんでか友達だったのが不幸の始まりだったのかな。実は私、前からこうなるような気がしてたよ。
I guess all your misfortunes stem from the fact, for whatever reason, the two of you were friends in the first place. Truth be told, I had a feeling things would end up this way for a while.
だから、神様は性格悪いなって思ってた。うん。今度一発、君の代わりに殴っとこうか。遠慮しないで、善意だから。
Don't you think think God can be more than a little cruel sometimes? I'll make sure to throw him a sucker punch for you next time I see him. Don't be shy, I'm saying this out of the goodness of my heart.
そりゃどうも。
Sure. Not exactly the sort of thing someone who lived in a church should be saying. But I didn't exactly feel obligated to stop her. If she wanted to punch out Jesus, then she could be my guest. As long as I wasn't the one receiving divine punishment over it anyway.
だいたい君に喧嘩なんて似合わないよ。怪我とかしたらみんな悲しむ。
Besides, you're not suited for fights to begin with. No one wants to see you hurt.
うちのシスターなんてきっとそっとするんじゃないかな。
I'm sure the sister would faint for sure.
シスター？
Sister? Does she mean the nun at the church? I'd only met her a few times before, but she was really something else. To say that she had model-like proportions would be an understatement. To put it simply, someone like her working as a nun was a great loss to the world. I wouldn't mind giving Jesus a sucker punch or two myself over that one.
名前何でしたっけ？
What was her name again?
シスターリザ。青い瞳のボインボイン F カップ。
So, hopefully you heard the word she used for that. Sister Lisa, blue eyes, huge F-cup boobs.
ちなみに私は B カップ。
By the way, I'm a B cup. TMI.
そのうち大きくなるかもしれない。
Though maybe they'll grow bigger in time. I kept quiet. There was no sense in crushing her dreams.
で、その F カップさんは元気ですか？
So, I kind of have to chime in here. I kind of wonder if the writer here actually knows about women's underwear. Cup is referring to the shape of the breast. The number in front of it is supposed to refer to diameter. And even then, if you aren't really that familiar, the whole thing is not standardized. One size is one thing for a company, and that same size is something completely different for another one. So, once I learned this, I kind of always wondered about this because I can understand women knowing this, but would guys be really that aware?
B カップは興味ないの？
You're not interested in B cups?
それはとりあえずノーコメントで。
I'm not gonna comment on that one for now. I rolled up the wrapping paper for the egg sandwich I'd been eating and tossed it into the pocket of the coat Himuro was wearing. Not missing a beat, she proceeded to hand me a tomato sandwich.
彼女、今寝込んでるよ。お見舞い来る？
She's resting in bed right now. Want to see her?
風邪ですか？
Did she catch a cold?
ううん、そうじゃなくて。
No, that's not it. She took out another sandwich. Where the hell was she keeping all these sandwiches anyway? And then, with the same unwavering, blank expression on her face, she dropped a bombshell.
殺人事件見ちゃったから。
It's because she witnessed a murder.
ニュース見てない？公園で殺人事件。首バッサリ。血がドバー。
I like how the volume here got like 5 times louder than the section before it, just seconds ago. Have you seen the news? There was a murder in the park. Their head was cut clean off, blood everywhere.
怖いね。私も食欲なくなるよ。
Scary, isn't it? Makes you lose your appetite. She said, happily chowing down on a tomato sandwich. Whatever, that wasn't the issue here.
見たって、つまり犯人？
By witness, do you mean she saw the culprit?
ううん。そっちじゃなくて、やられた方。つまりその。
No, not them, the one who did it. In other words,
死体を？
the body.
第一発見者。私もね。
She was the first to discover the body. I was there too. She nodded casually. This was true, we were talking about some serious shit. This was the sort of thing that could traumatize someone for life.
おかげで私、一晩中警察で事情聴取。リザはあんなだから先に返しておいたけど、大丈夫かな？ちょっと心配。
The police questioned me the whole night thanks to that. Lisa was sent back home because of her condition, but I wonder if she's okay. I'm a little worried.
それより、先輩は平気なのか？
Are you doing okay?
私は寝不足なだけ。カツ丼くれるかなと思ったけど、あれってドラマの中だけなんだね。がっかりしてる。
And I need to do something about this volume. This is insane. Like, I can barely even hear them talking. bit sleep deprived, that's all. I was looking forward to seeing the police put on the whole good cop, bad cop act, but I guess that only happens on TV. Kind of a disappointment.
どうしたの藤井君。変な顔して。
What's wrong, Fuji? You have a weird look on your face. She was the weird one here. I mean, I had always thought she was a little off, but...
もしかして本当に話したかったのはそれなんですか？
Wait, could this be what you actually wanted to talk to me about?
どうかな。話の流れで思い出したから言ったんだけど、もしかしたらそうかもしれない。容疑者扱いされてショックだったし、
I
ちょっ
wonder.
と愚痴ってみたかったんだ。
I brought it up because our conversation reminded me of it, but maybe you're right. It wasn't fun being treated as a suspect and all, so maybe I did want to complain a bit.
ねえ私、愚痴っていいかな。
Mind if I complain?
まあいいですけど。
Sure, go ahead. A murder case. There were a few topics less suitable for mealtime. Honestly, it wasn't really something I wanted to hear about either. Unfortunately, I couldn't avoid feeling curious about the matter. I couldn't seem to rid myself of thoughts about that dream. I decided to go ahead and listen to what Himuro had to say.
11時過ぎだったかな。あそこの夜景が好きだから、よくリザと見に行くの。
I think it was right past 11. I like how the skyline looks there at night, so Lisa and I go there often.
いつもはカップルばっかりで、たまに時間とか出るんだけど、昨日はなぜか誰もいなくて。
There's always lots of couples there, and even a molester or two from time to time. But for some reason, the place was completely deserted last night.
思えば嫌な感じがしてたんだよね。寒いのに生暖かいっていうか、ちょっと変な雰囲気で。あの時に帰らなかったのは失敗だって後悔してる。
Now that I think about it, something just felt off. There was this weird atmosphere, like somehow I felt oddly warm despite how cold it was outside. I made a mistake not turning around going home right then. Can't help but regret that. Himuro began her story, an uncharacteristic hint of self-derision in her voice. The park she was talking about wasn't the sort of place housewives took their kids to. It was a seaside park that offered a view of the opposite shore and its various attractions, like the Sky High Tower, the amusement park, shopping mall, resort hotel, and so on. As such, it was generally utilized as a date spot, teeming with people late into the night. It would seem that was not the case last night, however.
橋のたもとあるじゃない。ほら、よく君とユサ君がバイクで遊んでたところ。
You know that area right near the bridge? The one where you and Yusa often rode your
あ
bikes?
そこって不意に暗くなるんだよね。地元の人間でもあまり知らないような場所。
It
街の死角っていうのかな。とにかく現場はそこだった。
The whole pause thing is kind of throwing me for a loop here because I can't hear her clearly to actually know like what words she's saying. I'm just listening for when that little bit of noise fades before I start talking. I don't know if you guys can hear it any better because I have my recording software set differently, but this is annoying the hell out of me. It gets real dark out there, right? Not even most people living here know about it. Maybe you could call it a blind spot. Anyway, that's where it happened.
最初に気づいたのはリザの方。彼女が言うにはスプレーかと思ったらしいよ。結構多いかも。
Lisa was the one who noticed it first. At first, she thought it was some sort of spray paint. There's a lot of graffiti in that place, you know.
でも実際はそうじゃなくて。
But that couldn't be farther from the truth, in fact. The wall dyed in red paint. A sticky, gelatinous torrent of foul-smelling.
私の第一印象はコルク抜いたばかりのシャンパンかな。線が外れちゃってるっていう感じで。
My first impression was that it was like a champagne bottle whose cork was just removed. Like the stopper had just been let loose.
少し離れたところに転がってた。こうゴロンと。
We found a line a little ways from there, just flopped on the ground.
首って結構飛ぶんだね。それに血もいっぱい出るんだ。驚いた。
I didn't know heads flew off like that. I was surprised by how much blood there was, too. Blood made up about 8 to 10% of a person's total weight. weight. For an adult male, that would mean around 5 to 6 liters. It was no stretch to say that they had come across a literal sea of blood.
よく失神とかしなかったですね。
I'm surprised she didn't faint.
女の方が血に耐性があるんだよ。あといざという時の度胸もね。
Women are better at handling blood than men. We're better at dealing with extreme situations too.
とにかくそのまま帰るわけにはいかないから警察に電話して家まで送ってもらおうと思ったんだけど。
Anyway, we couldn't just leave it like that, so I called the police thinking they would give us a ride home.
任意同行を求められて朝まで事情聴取ですか。
Let me guess, they wanted your statement and had you questioned until dawn.
そう失礼しちゃうね。丸腰の女二人にあんなことができるわけないのにさ。
Yes, quite rude, don't you think? It should have been obvious that 2 unarmed women could never have pulled that off. She meant cleaving off someone's head in an instant like that, according to the news.
日本刀かそういう感じの刃物なんじゃないかって。
Apparently they think the murder weapon was a katana or similar blade.
そうらしいね。だから今博物館を調べてるんじゃないのかな。
So I heard. They must be combing through the museum as we speak.
何かなくなった展示品がありはしないか。もしくはどれかに血痕があったりするんじゃないのか。
Probably wondering if there's any exhibits that are missing, or if any have blood on them. I wanted to laugh that idea off, but the circumstances made it difficult.
その推理ちょっと漫画的な気がしますけど。
That reasoning sounds like something right out of a TV show.
でも同じ町にあれだけ凶器を置いてるところがあるんだし無視するわけにもいかないんじゃないのかな。
There's a lot of blades just sitting there in the same city where a murder happened. I don't think they can just ignore that. She had a point.
そのあたり藤井君はどう思う？昼間あそこに行ったんでしょ。
What do you think about that? Weren't you there yesterday afternoon?
どう
What do you mean?
何か思い当たることはなかったの？例えば伝説の妖刀がこっそり紛れてそうな雰囲気とか。
I mean, does anything come to mind? Like, did it feel like there was some legendary magic sword mixed in with the other exhibits? Even if we're looking at a ridiculous example, I couldn't tell if she was being serious or not.
藤井君
Fuji?
いえ特に
No, not really.
そうちょっと残念。
I see. That's a little disappointing. As ever, her disinterested tone was at odds with her words. Himura resumed eating. I simply looked up to the sky. A grisly decapitation. This was the sort of abnormal, gruesome event that would give you goosebumps just thinking about it. Anyone living in Suwahara must have been scared out of their wits. After all, murders this bizarre rarely ended with just one victim. For all we knew, another body would turn up tonight. And I might have been involved.
実際みんな落ち着かない感じだね。きっとしばらく部活とかも中止になるよ。早く家に帰りなさい。
Everyone's been on edge today. They're probably going to shut down clubs for a little while so we can get home ASAP and all that.
もし周りの子たちが藤井君を過剰に怖がってるような感じならそれはきっとそういう理由もあるんだよ。だからあんまりショック受けない。
If people seem to be keeping their distance from you, that's part of the reason. Try not to freak out about it.
俺は別にそんなことはどうでも。
That doesn't really bother.
そうなの？じゃあどうして元気ないかな。おかしいね。
You sure? Then why are you so down? It seems kind of odd if you ask me.
もしかして綾瀬さんと喧嘩でもした？
Maybe you got in a fight with Ayase?
違いますよ。
No.
嘘ばっかり。
You're such a liar. She threw the coat she'd been wearing over my head.
ダメだよ。好きな子には優しくしないと。物騒なんだし、君が守ってあげなくちゃ。
Listen, you need to treat the girl you like with more care. It's dangerous out there, so you need to be there for her.
じゃあね、藤井君。コートありがとう。あと、話聞いてくれてありがとう。
Bye now, Fuji. Thanks for the coat. And for hearing me out.
本当は、私も少し怖かったから、おかげで気が紛れたよ。
To tell you the truth, I was a little scared, but you helped me get away from things. Himuro gave me a rare grin. She seemed just a little embarrassed. If she acted like this all the time, she'd establish a fan base in no time. All that aside,
俺の好きな女とか勝手に決めないでくれますか？
could you not go deciding who it is I like by yourself?
俺は別に霞なんか。
It's not like I have a thing for cuss.
はい、それも嘘。
And there's another lie.
とにかくいい加減裏に回る癖を直しなさい。もうユサ君はいないんだから。
Anyway, you need to learn to step up to the plate more often. Yusa's not here anymore, you know.
じゃあね。
See ya. With that, Himuro left the roof behind. I heaved a sigh. In the end, I really was just lectured the whole time. I was kind of miffed. It was cold as hell on the roof, but I'd lost the will to return to class, so I decided to just skip. Apparently, I had fallen asleep at some point. I opened my eyes to see.
おいおい。
You shitting me? I couldn't believe myself. It was already completely dark out. I was lucky I didn't get sick. Maybe it's true what they said about idiots not catching colds. I rose from the bench I'd been lying on. I checked the time on my phone. 6:30 p.m. It wasn't terribly late, but seeing how it was winter, it was already pitch black outside. In the distance, I could still see some lights on in the school offices. The idea of being caught by a teacher wasn't appealing. I had had enough lectures for one day. I headed back to the classroom to pick up my stuff, only to find... You moron. Go and get held back for a year for all I care. A lovely note from Cosme taped to my desk. She had no reason to be concerned. My grades were better than hers. Since this was a college prep school, they were willing to turn a blind eye to most things as long as you did well on tests. And unfortunately, that's a little true in the US too, how some of the... Well, this applies to both the athletes too. I'd say the athletes get away with more than the academics do. That said, the incident with Shiro might not have fallen under most things, but setting that aside, I tore the note off the desk, rolled it up, and launched it in the trash can. I totally sunk the free throw. I left the classroom after paying my respects to Cosme's rancorous missive. The school was more than a little creepy at night. No wonder so many people reported ghost sightings during the summer months. I wasn't a fan of ghosts myself. If I had to say why, it was because they were immune to physical attacks. You could try punching them, kicking them, whacking them with a bat, whatever, and it wouldn't do a damn thing. Meanwhile, they were able to mess with us all they wanted. You could hardly call that playing fair. Surely I wasn't the only one who found that a bit unsophisticated. As I was walking down the hall, entertaining myself with silly ponderings on ghosts, something outside the window caught my eye.
剣道場?
The Kendo Hall. The lights were on. Himuro had said that club activities would probably be suspended, which meant... You know we're gonna go for the troublesome route.
霞か.
Cosme? I couldn't think of any other explanation. Surely she wasn't trying to develop some new technique to take down the murderer on the loose, right? Unfortunately, I couldn't just leave her now that I knew. What Himuro had told me earlier was still on my mind too, I guess. Setting aside the issue of whether or not she really needed me escorting her, we took the same path back home anyway. I found just the person I was expecting to find in the dojo, but...
これミスったかな?
Maybe this was the wrong call. I'd come here thinking we'd go through our usual routine, with me giving her a hard time and sidestepping her subsequent scolding. Cosme, however, was clearly not in the playful mood right now. When it came to kendo, she didn't cut corners or make compromises. She handled her bamboo sword with a quiet dignity, with nary a trace of her usual rambunctious demeanor to be found. Staring at her steadfast expression, I found myself starting to understand why the younger girls swooned over her. It felt like it would be wrong somehow to call out to her, so I just leaned against the shoe rack and watched her practice. I wasn't very familiar with kendo, but if memory served, that pose was the Seigan Kamae, one of the most basic techniques. She sure was diligent. Here was someone who placed in national tournaments, staying late in order to practice their fundamentals. Well, I guess that was probably part of why she was so strong. I've been watching her for a few minutes now. She had probably been practicing for much longer, of course, but her form hadn't wavered a bit. It called to mind the image of a Buddhist priest meditating. Was this what they called clearing one's mind? As I watched her, I suddenly wondered if she had some specific reason for going out of her way to maintain a steady presence of mind like this. I mean, that was kind of the idea of martial arts in general, but...
本当に強いやつは何もしなくたって強いんだよ。
The really strong ones are the guys who are strong without doing a damn thing. I recalled what Shiro had said once while watching one of Kasumi's matches.
最初から強いやつにはリハも稽古も必要ない。武道は弱いやつが強くなろうとする手段で、だから精神論が幅利かすのさ。礼に始まり礼に終われって、そういう具合に。
People who are strong to begin with don't need to rehearse or practice. Martial arts is a way for the weak to try to become strong, which is why the idea that you can do it if you put your mind to it is so influential. The match starting and ending with a bow. That's all part of it.
元が弱いから力に耐性ないんだろうな。自分を律するのが最優先で、それができなきゃ破綻する。哀れすぎるぜ。まあ仕方ないとは思うけど。
People born weak don't know how to deal with having strength, so they end up putting top priority on trying to discipline themselves, because they'll break down if they don't. Poor bastards. Well, I guess they can't help it though.
つまり、霞はそっち系だ。背伸びしてるあたり可愛いけど、生まれつきじゃないから無理してる。誰かさんとは違うのさ。
In other words, Kasumi is in that group. It's cute that she's trying to go beyond her ability, but she wasn't born strong, so she's really just pushing herself. Unlike a certain someone.
まったく、なんでこんなことになったのかね。ウサギちゃんに夢見せたのはどこのドイツだなあ。
Oh, crap. Didn't let him finish that.
つまり、霞はそっち系だ。
Or wait, this is the one.
背の、まったく、なんでこんなことになったのかね。ウサギちゃんに夢見せたのはどこのドイツだ
Man,
なあ、レンちゃん。
how did things end up like this anyway? Who decided to dangle a carrot in front of the little bunny? Well, Rennie? I still remember the grin on his face as he nudged me with his shoulder. In retrospect, maybe I should have decked him right then and there.
お前、責任取ってやれよ。そもそもあんなことやったから。
Take some responsibility, man. It's because you did that in the first place that... Oh, give me a break. Where the hell did he get off trying to lecture me about this? Whose fault did he think it was anyway? It pissed me off hearing that sort of thing coming from the mouth of a risk-obsessed psychopath like him. He needed to realize he was doing nothing more... He was nothing more than a fucking dumbass who liked complicating things for the hell of it. That was why I...
あれレン
Ren?
あ、
Shit, what the hell was I doing?
どうしたのっていうか、いつからいたの
What's wrong? No, wait, first question. How long have you been there?
悪い。ちょっと声かけづらくて。
Sorry, it was just a little hard to find the right time to speak up. I had to be out of my mind, suddenly going on a trip down that particular memory lane. I pulled my fist out of the shoe rack, my gaze wavering. This was beyond embarrassing.
一緒に帰ろうぜ。物騒だろう、一人だと。
So apparently he punched the shoe rack. Let's head home together. It's dangerous to be walking around alone outside right now.
どうしたのよ変だよレン珍しいよ
What's going on? This isn't like you at all.
あんたはそんなこと言い出すなんて
I never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
いや、
No, you've got it wrong.
夜道はおっかないから、お前に守ってもらおうかなと。
The streets are scary at night, so I figured you could keep me safe.
ほほ
Is that right?
つまり何あんたは自分が怖いから私にガードしてくれとあんたが私を守るんじゃなく
Wait, so you're saying you want me to guard you because you're scared? You're not the one protecting me.
その通り。
Exactly. Cosme snapped.
この軟弱者がそれでも男が恥を知れ
Spineless coward, have you no shame as a man?
あと今思い出した。あんた午後の授業サボったでしょ。どこ行ってたの？
Oh, right, now I remember. You skipped afternoon classes, didn't you? Where the hell did you run off to?
屋上で寝てたんだけど。
I fell asleep on the roof.
は？屋上？信じらんない。何こいつ。ああ、呆れた。めまいがするよ。
The roof? Seriously? I mean, are you out of your mind? Okay, that's it. I'm done. You're just wearing me out.
わかった。もういい。ちょっとそこで待ってなさい。着替えてくるから。
Fine, I get it. Whatever. I'm gonna go get changed, so wait there a bit. Cosme stomped off into the changing room, and I could have sworn I heard the earth shake. She poked her head back out.
覗いたら奥義食らわすからね。
Peek, and you'll get to experience my kendo techniques firsthand. Bam! She slammed the door shut. Well, I guess this turned out more or less how I originally envisioned it. It seemed Cosme was back to her usual self, if nothing else. Now I just need to stop worrying about stuff in the past myself.
それじゃあお世話になりました。
Well then, thanks for everything as usual. Cosme thanked the dojo, locked it, and then headed my way.
お待たせ。どう？何か食べてく？
Sorry for the wait. So, have you eaten yet?
いや、せっかくだからかすみが何か作ってくれよ。
No, since we're going home together, you make something.
でもそれだと遅くなるよ。
Isn't it late for that?
別にいい。どうも俺、他の料理が口に合わない。
So real quick, I don't actually know if there's a traditional time for Japanese dinner. This is actually something that varies quite a bit all over the world. There are places that do early dinners, and then, like, the latest dinner I know of is Spain, where they actually eat pretty late into the night. Japan may be a little bit on the earlier side if 6:30 is considered late. I don't really mind. No other cooking suits my taste like yours, I guess.
そうなの？
Really?
そう、昼飯は適当だったし腹減ってる。慣れないもんは食いたくないよ。
Really? I barely had anything for lunch, so I'm starving. I don't want to eat something I'm not used to.
だからかすみの料理がいい。
So I'd like something from you.
でも買い置きないし。
But I'm all out of ingredients.
面倒か？だったら外食で我慢するけど。
Am I asking too much? If so, I guess I could make do with eating out.
いや、そうじゃなくて。
No, that's not it.
その、なんか照れるね。参ったな。
It's just kind of embarrassing, you know? I'm at a loss.
そういう風に言われると下手なもの作れないっていうか。
When you put it like that, I feel like I can't make anything half-assed or something like that. Cosme squirmed about for a bit, but soon collected herself.
よし、だったら私頑張っちゃうよ。
Alright, I'll do my best.
頼むわ。
Thanks. Thank God she was so simple-minded. Afterward, we picked up some groceries at the supermarket and headed home together. It couldn't have been much later than 7 p.m., but there were surprisingly few people still out and about on the streets.
やっぱりみんな怖いんだね。
I guess we aren't the only ones on edge.
だろうな。
Naturally. You'd have to be crazy to want to go strolling about in a city where there's been a brutal murder the previous day. The smart thing to do would be to stay inside with your doors locked tight. And this is actually a very big misconception. So, with a serial killer, or really just any sort of attack, you're actually safest the following day. Usually when this happens, people are so rattled, even the perpetrator themselves want to see how things are falling, where the chips are falling, how the dust is settling, and so on. So basically, day one after the incident is when everyone's just watching. If you want to do something, that is the time to do it. I'm trying to think about when the Colorado theater shooting happened. So the guy basically opened fire in a theater, if you didn't know, killing a lot of people, hurting even more. The week after that, there was nothing. And I think the week after that is when the mimics, or the copycats, started acting out. So, in the event you ever find yourself in a situation like this, you're actually safest immediately after the fact. And then as more and more time passes, you will find yourself in more and more danger. Thinking about it this way, Cosme and I were being pretty careless going out at night like this, even if we were together.
先生もね、 犯人が捕まるまでは各自まっすぐ帰りなさいって。
The teacher said we should all go straight home until the murder is finally caught. What else would they say?
でもだったらお前なんで居残りなんかしてたんだよ。
Then why did you stay behind?
それは
You see?
なんかもう日課になっちゃってるもんだから、今更やめるのも半端だし。
It's just, part of my daily routine, that's why. Didn't feel right to skimp on it now.
それにほら、もしかしたら犯人逮捕とかできるかもしれないし。
Besides, I figured I might be able to capture the murderer.
って何よその顔。もしかしてこいつバカだとか思ってるでしょ。
Hey, what's with that face? You're thinking I'm an idiot or something, aren't you? Was she psychic or something?
お前な、そういうことは公僕に任せとけよ。なんで一女子高生が体張らなきゃならないんだよ。
Look, just leave this to the public officials. Why should a female student have to go the extra mile? Because that's how it works in books, movies, pretty much any story ever.
そこはほら、私正義の味方だし。
Don't you know? It's because I'm a champion of justice. Good for her.
前から思ってたけど、お前頭悪いよな。
I suspected as much for a while, but you're not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, huh?
何？ちょっとあんた失礼よ。
Excuse me? Now that was rude, even from you.
とにかく正義感もほどほどにしとけよな。
Anyway, keep that sense of justice of yours in moderation, okay? I didn't know what sort of person the murderer was, but it was probably safe to say that he was out of his mind if he was going around decapitating people. The average person would almost certainly struggle to maintain their cool when confronting a psychopath like that.
血まみれの凶器持ってニヤニヤ笑って、多分規制上げながら襲いかかってくるやつ相手に、お前の剣道がちゃんと発揮できるかどうか微妙だぞ。自信あるのか？
I'm kinda doubtful you could manage to pull off your kendo techniques against an opponent that comes lunging at you with a bloody knife and a creepy smile. What about you?
どうだろうね。確かにちょっと怖いかも。
Good question. I guess that might be kinda scary.
だろ？
I know, right? Most people have never had to fight for their lives, so it'd only be natural to freeze up when thrust into a situation like that. Only experience or a natural predisposition for this sort of thing could help you there. Not that being experienced with or possessing a gift for life and death struggles would be a good thing, mind you.
とにかく物騒なこと考えるなよ。また稽古続けるなら俺も一緒に残るから。
I should also mention that this gift, as he puts it, it does come in handy in situations of anarchy. In an orderly society, it's not as valuable, but I don't really think I'd ever consider that to be a bad thing. Anyway, just try not to play the hero, alright? If you're gonna keep up your practicing, I'll stay with you.
嫌だね。心配してくれてるの？
You're actually worried?
心配だよ。俺一人で帰るのマジ怖いし。
Of course I am. I'm seriously scared about going home alone.
はあ、そうですか。いや、素直で結構だとは思うけどね。
I see, so that's your angle. Well, glad to see you're being honest at least.
でもさ、
But still,
だいぶ前の調子が戻ってきたね。入院したばっかりの頃は、なんだか幽霊みたいになっちゃってたけど。
seems like you've taken big steps back to being your old self again. When you first got put into the hospital, you were almost like a ghost or something.
だからね。
So? Cosme smiled softly, her expression feeling somehow mature.
今度何かあった時は、ちゃんと私に話してね。また前みたいに知らないところで無茶しちゃダメだよ。
Next time something happens, be sure you tell me about it, okay? Don't leave me in the dark and pull a reckless stunt like you did last time, you hear?
約束。
Promise me. She stuck out her pinky.
ほら。
Come on.
お前、俺の母さんじゃないんだからさ。
What are you, my mother?
そんなようなものじゃない。私に守ってほしいんでしょ。
It's nothing like that at all. You want me to protect you, right?
ね。
Right? I wondered if it might not be better just to go along with her.
善処するよ。
I'll see what I can do.
よろしい。
Good enough. Cosme grabbed my hand and forcibly intertwined our pinkies. Never thought I'd be engaging in a pinky swear at this age. Next time something happens, be sure you tell me about it. I didn't want more stuff that I felt uncomfortable talking about to happen to myself. I was more than over that sort of thing. Unfortunately, I always seem to have bad luck keeping these sorts of promises. So this pinky swear instead seemed ominous to me, like it was a portent of some misfortune to come. I couldn't shake that feeling for the rest of the night. After eating dinner, I headed straight to bed. As soon as I fell asleep, it began. The crimson dream of the guillotine. So right now, I'd just like to say, please do not take 40 minutes. I'd like to get something else in this video other than the whole walk home and this. Indeed, the night was red. A beast lurked in the city. Most beasts were of a nocturnal nature, so it was only natural the hunting of this one took place during the night. And thus the night was stained crimson, with fountains of blood, with dripping pieces of meat, with shattered bones, with the fading embers of life. Thus the beast satisfied its hunger, slaked its thirst, in an endless cycle of limitless gluttony. It continued devouring its prey. However, there were also those that hunted such beasts, or perhaps it would be more accurate to describe this kind of phenomenon as mutual predation instead. They're here. A beast in the form of a young woman spoke, a grim expression on her face. She was one of the hunters, but she was fundamentally no different from her prey. Indeed, they were one and the same. They both had become beasts through the same deceit method, and took to the hunt for the same reasons. Two beasts in the same forest. If there was a difference to be found between them, it was her youth. But in this case, youth did not equate to inexperience. She had killed far more than the older beast before her. Thus, she had no intention of pursuing her prey at the current time. For now, she would simply step back and observe the situation, waiting for her prey to build experience and mature. She yearned for the day her prey's fangs would grow sharp enough that she could no longer manage them. Let me say that she was not overestimating her own strength. This was her earnest desire. The hunt would be but a mere farce if her prey was feeble enough to fall to her alone. After all, every one of the hunters was a monster forged in the flames of hell. Her prey needed to be strong enough to hold its ground against all of them together.
まあ
Well,
難しそうな話だ
it doesn't seem likely, unfortunately. Her words earlier did not speak of her prey's arrival. Her comrades, the hunters, had arrived instead, and thus she understood. The odds of the prey managing to reach their level were so low that they might as well have been zero. There was no one to be seen in the area. Her comrades hadn't made their presence known through sight or sound. She could feel them there. Even if one is asleep, he or she is likely to awaken several people under the room simply from sensing their presence. This was a similar phenomenon. The room that was Suahara City suddenly felt very grand. If we posited that the density of an old person's existence was a 1, the density of the two who entered was more than just 1,000. There can be no doubt that these monsters had devoured more than 1,000 human souls. These were man-eaters far beyond the level of any mere serial killer. They could no longer be called human in any sense of the word. This was perhaps to be expected. It meant only that they had come prepared. They had made effective use of the past 60 years, it would seem. She had no trouble telling exactly who had arrived. Who could forget such tainted, such utterly abominable souls as theirs?
まったく
God. Before the words, these two are the absolute worst, could pass from her lips, the girl remembered the descriptor, the absolute worst, applied to all of them just the same and held her tongue.
ともあれようこそシャンバラへ
Anyway, welcome to Shambhala.
ようこそ。お待ちしていましたよ、お二人とも。
Welcome. I've been awaiting you two. A man garbed in a priest's cassock offered his greetings.
本当にお久しぶりです。米中尉にマレウス准尉。月並みですが、相変わらずのようですね。
First Lieutenant Bay, Warrant Officer Malleus. It truly has been a long time. You haven't changed at all. A common expression, yet true nonetheless. His voice was calm, even comforting. In contrast, the two beings received his greeting, emitted a presence that could only be likened to that of a natural disaster. The sick stench of blood hung in the air. The pungent aroma of gunpowder filled the area. The entire world around them reeked with the rotten stench of murder. These were the odors of madness. These were the odors of calamity. These were the odors of demons. The beings gathered atop this bridge were without exception utterly removed from the constraints of normalcy. One of the two guests, a young man, sneered at the priest's words.
相変わらずってことは昔のまま進歩ねえって言いたいんだよクリストフ。言葉選ばねえと死ぬぞってね。
So what you're saying is that we haven't improved at all since last time, eh, Christoph? You better watch your tongue, or you're gonna end up dead in a ditch, you bastard. The man's language could probably be well refined, but he spoke with a grin. The priest returned his own faint smile. The man's skin was fair, too fair to be inhumanly pale, as if he was cut from wax. However, he did not give off an aura of weakness or sickness. Far from it. He possessed a certain number of poise, almost reminiscent of a python or other great reptile. In contrast,
ごきげんよう神父様。あなたは本当に変わってないわね。少し怠けすぎなんじゃないかしら。
a pleasure to see you, Father Christoph. You really haven't changed a bit, have you? You must have been slacking. The sweet voice that resonated next belonged to a young woman every bit as charming as her voice would suggest. She looked completely unfit to the sinister place. In that sense, she could have been said to give off the strongest impression of any of the creatures gathered atop the bridge. She served as an excellent example of the adage that every rose has its thorns.
私はしばらく陰性していたものでしたね。まあ怠けているのは今に始まったことでもなし、一応それなりの理由もありますが、説明責任を求めますか？
I've been leading a secluded life for a while, you see. It's true that I'm perhaps not the most proactive, but I do have my reasons. If you seek to hold me accountable, I can provide an explanation.
いらねえよ。知ったながら堅苦しいのはやめようぜ。
Well, no. We've known you long enough. Enough of the formalities.
俺が知りたいのは一つだけだ。今シャンバラには誰と誰が入ってる？
All I want to know is one thing. Who's in Shambhala right now?
レオンハルト、増年金とバビロンにトバルカイン、そしてあなたたちの計6名ですよ、米中。私はあと 4,5 日の間ここを動けないものでしたね。
Leonhard, Sonnenkind, Babylon, and Tubal-Cain. I'm hoping that's how his name is pronounced, but I'm kind of guessing. Including the two of you, that makes 6. I myself will not move for another 4 or 5 days.
なぜ？
Why?
年寄りが出しゃばるなと怒られたのですよ。
I've been told that the elderly should mind their own business, you see. The man's pale visage, twisted in confusion. The girl on the other hand seemed to understand what the priest had meant.
クリストフ、あなたさっきレオンハルトって言ったわね。それはバルキュリアに抜け番かしら。
Christoph, you mentioned Leonhard, didn't you? Is she the replacement for Valkyria?
ええ、あなた方も面識はあるでしょう。あのお嬢さん、どうしてなかなか大したものになりましたよ。
Yes. You two are acquainted with her already, yes? She has become quite the force to be reckoned with.
へえ。
That right. The two of them broke out into broad smirks. Fascinating, most fascinating. A force to be reckoned with, by all means.
二人とも
Listen, you two. The priest, perhaps sensing the building uneasy atmosphere, continued with an authoritative tone.
分かっているとは思いますが、今黒煙卓に空きを作るわけにはいきません。それでは11年前の繰り返しです。
I am certain you're already well aware of this, but we cannot allow for any vacancies in the obsidian table. Not unless we desire a repeat of 11 years ago, that is.
たとえ新参でも未熟者でも黄色い劣等であろうとも彼女の存在はいるのですよ。わかりますね。
She may be a novice, a greenhorn, an inferior yellow monkey, yes, but her existence is a necessity. Are we clear on that?
それはもう分かってるわよ、当然じゃない。相変わらず心配性ね。
Why, yes, of course. Why would we be? Always such a worrywart, aren't you?
だからここはせっかく女同士なんだし、あの子のことは私に任せていただきません？
We girls need to watch out for each other, so why don't you leave her to me?
いいじゃねえか。あんたもあんたで暇じゃねえだろ。これで残ってるのはシュピーネだけだが、あいつはいつ来る？
Don't worry about her. You got no time to be looking after her yourself, right? So let's just leave Shmeen. When's he coming?
彼はもうしばらくかかるでしょう。私が少々調べ物を頼んだのでね。
He will probably take a bit longer. I sent him to look into something.
何それ気になるな。
What is it? Now I'm curious.
おいマレウス、
Hey, Malleus.
言ったろ、別にいいじゃねえか。大公殿が腹黒いことやっててくれりゃこっちもいろいろ手間が省ける。俺らは掃除をしてればいいのさ。
Didn't you hear me? Don't worry about it. Let him take care of the dirty work. He'll save us the trouble. All we've got to do is take out the trash.
掃除っていうか狩りでしょ。メルクリウスのクソ野郎が代理をよこしているんじゃなかったかしら。
Taking out the trash? Don't you mean hunting? That bastard Mercurius was supposed to be sending in a substitute, wasn't he?
10人。副首領閣下に対する不敬な物言いはあまり感心しませんね。
Or to Officer Malleus. I cannot say I approve of the disrespectful way in which you refer to His Excellency the Vice Commander. The priest reproached the girl's choice of words, but his tone made it clear that he was doing it out of no more than mere formality. This Mercurius was clearly rather unpopular, but at the same time it did not seem as if they were making light of him. Quite the opposite, in fact. They spoke of him with disgust, with even a hint of fear. This was a man so despised that even his comrades shunned his very existence.
ともあれ、副首領閣下は命役に従い、それを使わしているはずです。あなた方はまず彼を探してください。そう難しいことではないでしょう。
In any case, His Excellency the Vice Commander should have dispatched his agent already in accordance with the Covenant. Your first task will be tracking him down. I am sure you'll have no difficulty with this.
レオンはあの子は協力してくれないの？
What about Leon? Isn't she going to help?
というか、この件に関しては彼女に一任しています。まあ、新兵に経験を積ませるという意味で顔を立ててやってください。
So before I read this one, I should point this out. I'm not entirely sure on this pronunciation. She said Leon, which is how the Japanese would actually read this. That's basically the way the Spanish would read it as well. I'm thinking that's actually supposed to be Leon, and I'm probably going to keep reading it like that. The one thing that why I was considering this is, I assume most of you are going to assume Leon is a masculine name, when Leonhardt, I assume it's her last name, it's actually a feminine thing. So I don't know if saying Leon might help you guys distinguish that or not. Because on the previous window, when Bay here said the one guy's name, he pronounced it as Shmeen, because I wasn't entirely sure how that one was pronounced. It was kind of like spelled like spin. So yeah, I'm having a little trouble with the names. Like, if you guys feel strongly one way or another, go ahead and leave a line, and I'll try to address that in future videos. And the sooner you act, the faster I can actually do something, so just keep that in mind. Rather, I've entrusted her with full dominion over this matter. Please try to ensure that she maintains phase. Think it does help you a new recruit gain experience on the battlefield. I see.
了解。楽しくなりそうよ。
Roger. Looks like things will get fun around here.
では、
Now then. Breeze tone shifted. The two new arrivals know it was time to cease with the charades. Look in their eyes grew serious. Grim. The very atmosphere around them took on a great intensity. These were no mere thugs. No mad dogs of war lost in their own power. These were soldiers. The obsidian round table were tolerant no less. The priest spoke.
あらゆる罪、あらゆる草にも汝を縛れず、あらゆる禁忌に意味はない。汝の神、汝の主に、汝をこの地へ導きたもう。汝はその手に剣を取り、主の敵を滅ぼし尽くせ。
I can barely hear him. Thou art bound not by evil, shackled not by sin. Thou art free from chains, above taboo. Thy lord and master hath guided thee to this battlefield, so that thou can lay waste to his enemies with steel in hand.
息ある者は一人たりとも残さない。生ある者は一人残らず捧げる。男を殺す。女を殺す。老婆を殺す。 赤子を殺せ、犬を殺し、牛馬を殺し、ロバを殺し、ヤギを殺せ。
Kill the men, kill the women, kill the children and the aged, kill dogs and horses, cattle and asses and goats, leave none alive. And I don't know how well you guys are with biblical study, but if you don't actually know what he's talking about here, this is the ban. If you're not familiar with what that was, during the 12 tribes of Jerusalem with King Saul, there was a rule issued by covenant, I think, called the ban. What that meant is whoever Saul conquered, he had to completely obliterate everything. He had to kill all the people, no hostages, no animals, nothing. He had to destroy most of the possessions there. In the cases of gold and stuff, I think that just meant like melting it down. That would suffice. And ultimately, it was Saul's downfall when he decided not to honor this. He took a hostage in the form of a king, and that's what eventually led to King David taking his place.
恐れておののいては疑うことなどしてはならぬ。汝が騎士、獣の軍勢、戦いなし、私がいます。汝の主は全てをいます。
Waver not, discard thy fear, strip thyself of doubt, for thou art knights, the legion of the beast. God forgives thee, so shalt I. Thy Lord forgives all.
獣の層がを自負する者に誉れ高きその名を唱え
Ye who pride thyselves as the beast's fangs and claws, proudly declare thy names.
ビルヘルム、エーレンブル
Wilhelm Ehrenberg,
ルザルカ・マリーア・シュベーゲリン
Ruzalka Maria Schwelin. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that.
汝が名誉は忠誠
Thy honor shall be thy loyalty.
我らが名誉は忠誠なる
Our honor shall be our loyalty.
清掃13騎士団黒煙卓第3位バレリア・トリフクリストフ・ローエングリーンの名においてここに汝らを祝福する
I bless thee here in the name of Valeria Trifa, Christoph Lohengrin, number 3 of the Longinus Dry Saint Order's Obsidian Round Table. After a brief pause, the ceremony had drawn to a close. The three spoke in unison.
ジークハイル、ビクトリー
Sieg Heil Victoria. So, not a very good name for a leader of a potentially somewhat rooted in Judeo-Christian order. So, Tubal Cain. So we can see pictures with some of them, it just doesn't offer a lot. This would be the Speen guy. Mercurius, Sonnenkind, Leonhard August. That's Bay. So yeah, I don't know if they have code names and birth names or what exactly, because they're given different names at different times. Like Malleus, she said her name was something like Rosalka or something like that. Bay, he gave his name as Wilhelm something. So I'm not entirely sure how this all fits in. Durel. So the Longinus Dry Saint Order in Shambhala, June 13th. Swastika 08. Chapter 1. L'Enfant de la Punition, End. Other story, Werewolf Unlocked.